Okija, 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 Ariwacha, but I had it. I said, I can never move with her. Why not? I take this kid, our police, but I advise her to the government on community security. Secretary will look at what's going on in Okija. Because Okija developed a reputation. Okija, how are they? Anambra State, Makarudo, Maganiru. Okay, I'll go now. Okija Kajo. The book of us here. Anambra State, but then the town one night will be for Anambra. Let's see how we have it. We can Anambra again. When I was near Anambra, I got a point of Okija. That's alliance. I said, nah, any person like that was here, but when you one line, so what I am state. We may want a number in there to get it. So we're person on that. So I said, you got what is special advice of the Evo governor, the solution governor. You're welcome.
No, sir. Thank you for having me.
Well, I have an initiative. It's not the advice. Now, all the visual security in Anambra State, only on state level. When I for the state, I got accountability at the town level. I did try to set the example by starting with your own town. But only if you look like,
Yeah, I'm going to make an document. Do the right my brother called the if I'm on here, who outmounted. I come out of Anambra State, who Okamoka charge who must do outmount government here. Government is to do government pays leak. Now, Indian mother. Not government of the people, by the people and for the people. So only the would now ministry of agency of none of the government can be fully accountable to the people. So on our part, if I was the first episode, because one night I want to go, the guys know it even if it would be that here. So my key now, if I be here, I got the 179 communities in our number. My office now for my community security, the head of security in all the communities in Anambra State. Now, I found that before now, we had a map now. Only you with the guy Charlie who could kind of discuss all security. On a never limited. On a either media load down or few when came up and warmer. Vast majority of our people. Not in diaspora, I be a weekend they participate, but part of the community initiative security wise. So I let you know, they develop with this event in such a way that not gonna oppose because we make people. I get it in such a way now. Only open they weekly participate, no matter the location of now. So in this case, I'm more Okija. My boss also have more Okija carrying the Okija. Recently, Okija, because they close to our longer, there was a moment issues. So there was a from Bona, because they are Okija for my child, they will pay over a number. And in the Okija, they said, sometime last week, they said you do annual. Government representatives, DBC talking, and I'm talking about 12. Marital government, I want to talk to the INN. You want to talk to why I have a time and I engage you can't come because security is everybody's business. I and your team work together, then I guarantee safety in our homeland. So basically, if I have an interactive session on the Okija, and by that station, we have a local government. because na Okija ihe a local na-eji anyị si biri na-ekwu okwu Okija oge emetụta other towns. That notwithstanding, na ya ka ya emekwa nke other towns on ihe ala local government. But I'm calling on onye ihe ala local government ọbụla nwekwara ife ọ chọrọ contribute na this particular episode that feel free to contribute. You can take questions from any other town in the local government. But today, the focus is on Okija. After today, we take other communities. Then,
if I verify at the beginning, I will focus topics, issues I get discussed. This is the versatile Okija. More than about 7 issues that I will discuss. So, more than that, the time is here. But first of all, you want to go here with the helicopter head. They speak exactly that. They were kind of from different sides, right? The issues because it's a constant conflict. And then, I not so Omakana, ụmụnne anyị n'obodo dị iche iche, ụmụ ha na-esoba na-ege awa ife dị na so we will also accommodate them in conversation. Ụfọdụ anyị na-achịrị ọbụla sụrụ Igbo, anyị mụkwara onwe ndị ọka na afịa so anyị ma ebe ọsọ na-achọta anyị tụfuzie ya na ọgwụ anyị. So we will include them, we will mix the languages. Now, enwere some issues. And all the outcome, it will any direction and the Catania where if where focus. Can look at those items in work if you know that you can address. Based on the report and I get to you again. Okay, one. You meant to see those issues.
Level. Okija. Good enough more going up here. So actually, it be very serious about it. In the Okija, I am two fundamental issues. A bank is laid trace issue of violent crimes and insecurity in Okija. Okija again check. Now, before every other town in Igbo, the Tamari head will be secret. No video from Okija. If I'm not mistaken, way back 2018, 2019 to 2020, a video going mad on Okija in the youth. Now, that's a name in Okija. In the Kwanya, a form of that same trend, there is office. And the insecurity video in Okija will open the court. No court activities with the insecurity in Okija. But I'm sorry, we really want some villages in Okija. Because when they mention after hey, when you want anything, or you trace history. That's 2019, 2020. All youth leadership. Also youth leadership. In one can over Okija. Trigger if I affect Okija. All two groups in one can Okija. Now so youth leadership of that village in Okija. Several amongst them. This group, the right group, we are here higher than the scenarios. The scenarios are higher. One day members of India higher family A na court, India higher family B na court. Majority of these court members are higher than the Okija. Now, unfortunately, I'm losing youth the election youth leadership from a particular burial, a woman and when one that particular year. Dog is here by a snowball. Because na majority of the people or the principal actors eji wee dị n'ụdọ ọgụ ma ụba si from ọrịa egwu and homework. So etu ahụ aka dị ọgụ si shift zie from ụba na to ọrịa egwu and homework. And partly Igbo. That was when that period egwu ndị use NFTs now the more within homework already part of Oba and Umu. But there wasn't any village in Okija not involved at all. Which goes to suggest that every village in Okija, Momofa, they involved in all activities. And actually, when they Okija, now until, and this is the time, I try to work time to deal with these cult issues once and for all. But it's not going to be something oh, government should do that. Because government have a spirit. Government, when the capacity and the willingness to deal with dealing to these things. But government have a spirit. On the money get government information. The dangerous aspect of even Okija in terms of cult. One of the little I will do idea before. One of this cult thing within the day school. If I was before, one are cult na universities. But come to Okija today. Ndị na-eme cult na Okija, ejere secondary school. Today in Okija, ndị na-eme cult, some have finished the primary school. Some ejere the primary school at all. We arrested one of them on Okija. On a cult. I give you a question. Oma kudiri ihe ba aka cult ya ndo Igbo. Ijo ife bụ ijo ya ọ dị record. Ife ọma bụ ofu particularly na abalị. Also known as Arubaga. Somebody never one people. Somebody never say no Vikings. I say I'm bad. I always say the graph of that we also look at small part of that. Meanwhile, on member called. So if you have a word former, only call from a call to market. Gịnị ka ị na-arụ? Ojero school. Adị akwụkwọ no finish primary school. Gịnị ka ị na-arụ? Ọ sị na ya na-ekwu onye eburu na Nkwọ Okija. Can you beat that? Ọ na-ahọzụ na Nkwọ Okija. Ọ na-eburu ndị onye ego ife na Nkwọ Okija ma ndị na-offload cement na ndị na-eji ha ka ọ na-eje loading and offloading ka ọ na-arụkwa mana ọ bara kọt. So if you go the dangerous trend in Okija. Now, Okija, Abanyego, expand go to. Now, a lot of Indian madu, Egana villages are gonna have Nandia, Nandi Margaret, Nandia, and the other American happen. Let us reside, they walk now content visits, which are their patrons.
I can go from ụmụaka na-aghọtarị ha dị ụmụ okorobịa na-ata afụfụ na-achịghị ha dị na eze na kọt ha ghọtakwuru ụdị otu esi nke bụ nke ihe ha nwabụ na ebe a bụ ebe a na ihe bụ ya isi ife a na-ata atụ ndị bụ ya for some way to that incentive will be can you tell me if what I would not drive? Can you tell me that?
Unfortunately, the gender of Okija is such a stupid thing for me. I'm sorry to refer you that word. Because when you use it, can they first stand with your game? Can they start promising it? Because as I said earlier, I want at school, I say, okay, maybe when I want to talk protection. So when they do, even not Okija, protection from who? Or protection from the mouth, or from ndị ọzọ. No, ife ọzọ m chọpụtara bụ some persons ndị Okija nọtaziri jiri ya mere biznes dị n'Okija. Na-recruit zife recruit. Na-agba onye a ka o wee belong to what? So basically, enwere any incentive. Enwere any incentive, all just stupidity. Stupidity, no? Because enwere any anything. Rather, all how I contribute money. They pay dues, they do all manner of things themselves, paying money to the person or their superiors. So somebody who is paying money and is not getting anything in return, I don't understand what is the incentive. I'm lost as to what is the incentive. So that's the situation in Okija.
Okay, so these guys are just go there for any good. I don't want any structure in the camp to question such conduct.
Exactly.
And we see that in that point, one with Indian Nazi or Okijas. Yes, all have music. In the book of law, who there. Like to see her in this lifestyle.
Meanwhile, before I get to them, another class. Then on a secondary school line. I ain't going back and they just school at all.
Okay.
And when you came to secondary school,
That is one markers in primary school.
but in a secondary school,
Between the ages of 10, 15.
both who working on one, they have called the market.
What are they looking for?
I'll give you an example. In 2018 or 2019, when my people called me to come to the house in Umwe, I got home and I got this information that the only secondary school, government secondary school in Umwe, there, Union Secondary School, formerly Okija Secondary School. Now, a third group or groups during the school where their headquarters. For me, it sounded crazy. I went to the school, found the secretariat.
Wow.
Inside the school, one of the buildings branded. Found avatar na the school. Man, students in the school were members. Now, when the outsiders, follow from here, follow working in other parts of here, but outsiders, from our mechanic, from our academic, who members that call. Now, they meeting in the Union Secondary School. In the daytime, it happened there. Now, Fabia, they came to the pay gate. Then they had a reason after the pay gate in the school. During school hours. Wow, it happened to this in my community. Papa, then a hall in the school. No, they were meeting. We didn't get students in the school after that. We saw that and we fought it. That was where we got the insight. Where we got the insight that students in secondary school, that time, if I never dedicated to Umwe, I tried expand it to other parts of Okija. Now, okay, we PG Okija. I saw the thing in a larger scale, and we were able to deal with it. So, before I'm gathering here to why it is not being dealt with now, let me take your question.
Yeah, this now we have women secondary school. They show little. I mean, they can't even have a basis.
Yes.
Because they're too young. Okay. Then even matter from our community, or don't any special, because some core groups they were no benefits. When find
I saw from the person.
when find a weapon, something like doctor or something like 25 kinds of things. Because ndị na-akpọ na phone salon ọ dịkwa anyị ga-emepe phone ka akpọba for question ndị na-akpọ ha chọrọ ha bụ obere nwe ndị na-akpa anyị dịka ha nwee ndị ọ dịkwa anyị ga-invite for question elevata session gị m ga-akpọta onye ga-enyere m aka gị So, um, so my question was, this group, this all these different levels of group, these ones that have no interest, these ones that are in secondary school, these ones that are young. Can you see which kind of people kind of see in the community that coordinates that? Two lights on that. And why is the community a space where this kind of people can operate?
Well, as I said earlier, on your opinion, and you are going to be mine. Anyway, one young man now walk out. Who passenger? The passenger going out here. The passenger where could be in a particular village in Okija. Could be overhead. Meanwhile, the passenger, man, is Fiana Gabo, called to meeting. On air, then do to farm. I wouldn't over the general meeting, then do to farm ever. If we are on the side, we go to that place. See, I tell you, when you're inside, every do it now. The next, we better not in this area. Over there, they did here, now get me in shit. Wow. So, the level of now, ndị na-akpọkọ n'ọfa, as I said, ndị ọkịda. Ndị mbelivu nkwenyere n'onwe ife ha na-ege bụ ndị a na-akpọ n'ọfa. Some chọrọ ịbụ na ha nwere what do I call it? Almost the policy as not structure. But in this kind of structure, you get here. They involve in land grabbing. Leave the boys. All these local and this politics, and especially land, bear power. They breed some of this. Then, and when the teenagers kind of one thing or the other, neither when their own voice in the town. So, India will encourage you when they have this recruitment. So that ultra you control whatever is the thing. Always hear voice. When control over. So always hear fortune. I get men at the top. Okurai, when you sing now. Voice here, maybe he opposes the different voice here. So these are some of the things. We can motivate in dinner a recruiter. Okay, so as far as I know, that they recruit anyone anything to do.
Okay, so essentially, then we go now in Okija, a group of people who created boxes of interest that they need illegitimate processes to enforce.
Exactly.
They want to enforce their will on either community processes or in the Wudere, or no way to know in Alamadania, or no day or no land, or something like that. What was the other issue? Come on and sort it out. Either about or through the police or through the normal processes in the marriage.
Exactly, that's why I got to now. Oh, now these few persons, they think I can know good. They're everything. I'm not also individuals have now have no good doing for in a village or that have an idea just few persons. They will put some cases in their harbor in that village. Have them and the in collaboration with one or two persons from that village, have them an arm and there. I'm not happy. Because my hand voice.
Wow. This is deep. This is deep and unfortunate. So now, I identified one of the issues where major thing for you people, right? Is conflict. Among the other elements, some of another issue we highlight.
Yeah. Now, the next thing I went on Okija, and I want to repeat, I'm experience. So I'm not addressing it for that just
Okay, I on the line convenience now to be able to do this. One of them a challenge. The hotel, everyone is having challenge. Independent power supply is difficult. So I get paid. Next time we try and make sure that we will have confidence that the hotel level I call with the tax. But even how actually, sometimes situations and stuff like that. So because we are back, we're called all got we're not. Dike, first speaking about it, because you will talking that you way. Therefore, we for some charts and for so for this, it's fairly if I is so from that but all that is now. And I know before the challenge, local challenge, they need the occupants. But the matter of responsibility, okay, now that I say that. And then the next challenge, different of regard to that. Among the issues I go get it all. Who can deny benefit from it, right? Here's the next issue, leadership.
thank you.
The place on this free for all.
Thank you.
I want to structure
So just like if you close guy, ụmụnne m ndị nke na-ekwu na anyị kwesịrị ikwu ya n'ime ụlọ ife a na-ekwu bụ eziokwu mana ụmụnne m ụmụ nchọ ndị ọkịda cheta ege I'm not here today as Ken and I'm not here ọ bụrụ oge m bụ president na ndị ọkịda I'm here na leadership position na ọkịda abụrụ m ka iji ọkịda abụrụ m igwe ọkịda Agbọgbọkwu oge m na-manage security ọkịda. Now, ife m na-arụ ọrụ bụ security of the 179 communities. So I'm here to address Okija issues as special advisor to the government on community security. Not as only Okija.
Unu n'anya ife anyị nwere bụ community security town hall akwụkwọ ezigara n'ụlọ bụ n'onugo ndị Okija ọnụwa ka o bido wute ụnụ ọ bụrụ maka na ọ bụ onye Okija Okija dizi ya nso si oke ga
No, sorry sir. Ọ bụrụ because na Okija dị nso. Okija na Anambra State, Okija bụ ebe e gburu mmadụ most recently of court. Okija bụ ebe a na-agba ọsọ most recently of court. Ụmụ community of Anambra State in recent time a na-agba ọsọ na-emechi ahịa na-ekwu ọmụrụ things maka court. E gburu mmadụ n'Okija, e mere ndị mmadụ ahụ n'Okija, a gbara ụlọ ọkụ n'Okija recently, ha nche kewọrọ nke 1 month in Okija.
So Okija is in the news.
Okija is in the news.
Yeah.
And the state government are now watching it.
Yes.
So now, the governor, ndị Anambra chọrọ ịma ọgịnị na-eme n'Okija. And I don't know the question. So I'm coming back to ask ndị Okija, ọgịnị na-eme. Now, I'm from our point, like you said, the host said, I know as government didn't the information before now. Can if I know, can if I talk, can if I know. So I want if I know, if I talk, if I know. Always here, I will try to line at all. Why do you try to even die in even that of my life? So, what I got to if I'm or I can see that anymore, you won't go in. Okay, Anambra State, zero Okija. Anambra may discuss Okija. Now, almost Anambra may discuss Okija. You would have been able to manage it yourself.
Yes.
Oh, look at Chief Security Officer of Anambra State, don't know the same. I won't manage Okija. It's not my business. It's not my book here. So we are discussing Okija today. Tomorrow will be another time. We are going to discuss the 179 communities in Anambra State. The 179 communities. Because now in addition to things in the Kaima, because each community with its own peculiarity. Only have a challenge in Okija, but challenge in another time. So we're going to address each town based on their peculiarity.
Okay.
So we're discussing Okija today. So now coming to the next issue.
Just before you go.
Okay.
Ndị Okija, Odolu na-anya ife special advisor to the solution governor na-egwera. Before they move, na based on ebe ha nọ, na onye isi na-achị anyị nọ, bụ Mr. Governor Soludo, nọ. Na information fa na-enweta, na ife na-ahịa Okija. Ọ bụrụ na ọ bụ ife na-ahịa unu kwuo. Ọ bụrụ o nwere ife okwuru na-ahịa unu na-aghọtara jụọ na ajụjụ. Mana akọwasịa these issues, onye chọọ ikwu okwu, ọ bụrụ ọkweghị ike ikwu okwu ịkpọba afa mmadụ ị na-enwere evidence na onye ahụ nwere ife ọ mere. Ọ bụrụ ife anyị bịara ebe, ọ bụrụ ịkọ maka onye a na onye a, ụlọ issues, o nwere ife ikwupụta ihe a dị ụta, o nwere nke na-edoro anya etu ọ kwụsịrị. Ozie nke ị ga-esendịla anyị na text, the numbers a ga-akpọpụta the number. And before abanye ya, m ga-akpọbata nwanne anyị ncha niile bụ Mike Ozugumba, Barrister Mike Ozugumba. Ọ bịa nọle ebe a nọ wee nye aka wee tapịa ya ngwa dike.
Now the next challenge, and this one too, apụrụ ya anyị fụrụ ya, gọọmenti Anambra fụrụ ya as isi sekpụntị niile.
Yeah, this issue is
Yes.
Okay. We have not get
Illicit drugs.
illicit drugs.
Yes. Hard drugs. No, who they share. Double all violent crimes. This issue of cultism. An average only Igbo, one of Okija now. Onye Okija, before na Aisha na-ekwu na onye Okija adịghị onye Okija. Ọ bụrụ eziokwu. Ọ mgbe anyị ebidoro ịṅụ drugs. Without drug, o ga-esi ike onye Okija iwere bọtụlụ nwa onye Okija. Without drug, o ga-esi ike onye Okija iwere mma sụọ onye Okija. Without drug, o ga-esi ike onye Okija onye Igbo iwere egbe gbaa mmiri. And in some cases unprovoked. So drugs are the center of everything.
I will need information, the type of drugs. I will need information.
Well, no, I'm not saying for handsome, my okay, business, and what I say. And when again behind a new guy, or goof, or weeks, the other than them. And with the Wakana.
My guys, look at them or some general name, one of my mom.
I walk and I bought a hand sort of harm. Loud. And when ice. And when chalice. And when Kulu.
Kulu is like madness, right? Already confirmed madness.
So, these are things. Onye ṅụsịa ya, onye nwetazi onwe. Onye ṅụsịa ya, ọkụ mmadụ bịa n'ahụ. In recent times, if I know we are not Anambra, then will get unknown government. Though that unknown government issue for another day. Now, why just only issue for another day? Because we want to hear unknown government anyway. Unknown government na Okija bụ onye ihe ala ka ha bụrụ unknown. Onye Azia ka ha bụrụ unknown. Ha dị known to ndị Okija. That's why I say no.
I remember, okay, Okija security. Bidoro ya, ha na-anọrọ n'ọgbọ. Asị ụmụnna, pụta ndị onye ọbụla pụta nwa anyị n'onwe anyị alụwa. Ada ụmụnna kpọtọ ya ọbụla.
And if at the moment we dealt with that, on one of it. So now, ndị na-eji ebi n'ime ọfịa, anyị nchama, o nwere ka onye Igbo ordinary ga-esi ebi n'ime ọfịa. That's why I didn't IDP company. One girl who name IDP company. Challenge is saying when I need Igbo. In some cases, all can follow good India name IDP. But only Igbo, by nature, that's our pride. Communal life. Open a main world of Kita, because that communal life. Ofu one nwoke or one namozo ga-akpọta nye m room na bie. Una family dey bie ba. You can trace it many families in Okija. Manke mwa, manke ndị ọzọ. Many families at one point or the other nwere ebe nwanne ha bi. Only recently ka ebido n'ọbazie onye Igbo bazie n'ime ọfịa. O je tụọ obere ife ebe a biri n'ime ọfịa. Kedu ife mere onye Igbo bi n'ime ọfịa adịghị ajụ ma agwọ ga-ata ya? Kedu ife mere ọ dị ajụ ma nwere wild animals ga-eme ata? All because we do senses.
So that drug, that possessive,
Yes.
loss of sense.
Loss of sense. Only akụzi mmadụ ọ dị adịzi aka ọmụmụ.
So does it mean that those name of or a consumption point, or a production point, or a distribution point?
Or more of consumption point. Distribution point, go na buy in Okija ka ọ dị sef. And I can tell you for free, with due respect to the man, 80% of drugs not in circulation in our local government, they emanate from Okija. Now, check here, I'm not sure I'm not going to check your own record. Okay, we PG Okija. Okay, now forefront. Even after comes to PG, almost look at my security Okija. Okay, now forefront here security Okija. Unu ga-notice. Oge ọbụla m pụtara mụ na ndị otu m kwuo na a ga na-eme ihe dị etu a. Anyị kwuo na a ga na-enwe stop and search. As in combination, as in nwere ike irite ndị Okija. Okija adịghị enwe issue. Adịghị enwe revolt. Anyị wepụta ife ọbụla a ga-eme. Anyị kwuo na anyị chọrọ ịchụ ndị nke a. Anyị dị problem. Gaa m check the record. Oge ọbụla my administration there pụtara kwuo now I chọrọ face the drugs. Problems are derived from all angles. Atụwa ya okwute from all angles. A ga-erase the issues na nwere to do with that thing. Anyị face ya that okwu drugs. The moment anyị kwụsịrị ikwu okwu drugs ahụ, feni na he dey or not that drug. The records are there.
So they were entrenched in
Of course. And the influential persons in the town, some influential persons in the town, they fought. Just like here comes. Ụfọdụ ụmụ Okija na-anọghọdụ na ndị nọgide even outside Okija na-enye ndị nke anọ n'ụlọ ego. Now, somebody apụgo ọnọdụ Okija. On any other city in Nigeria. Some outside Nigeria. You were ego na-enye ụmụazị na-akpagharị na Okija na-eme ihe a na-eme. O nwere ihe ibidoro ya ka o nwere aka ị chọrọ inyere ya. N'ọsịzie na ha niile support ihe ha ji arụ ọgụ ha ji eme nka. Na ha niile ife ha ga-eji ese drọgụ mee nka ka men wee dị oke inye ha ego. So ọ bụrụ na Okija chọọ and actually ịgwa ndị Okija without any fear of contradiction. Now, Mr. Governor, a legal mandate. Now, timeline, now deadline. The issue of cultism and illicit drugs in Anambra must end.
Wow, that is great.
Not just in Okija, must end. So, all one of the reasons why we are in Okija. Because, okay, the dog is the announcement in there, they will work on now. And you can cheer out them and they buy again. Because tomorrow, I got some man that did it. Ndị Okija don't do more. Don't lead this fight against cultism and drugs, not Okija. I did not spare any member of my family. Only any member of my own immediate family and external family they involved, I did not spare the person. The records are there. Now, akọgidebe akụkọ kọt na drugs Okija a na-eme ya na-akpa mkpa ihe a na-eme ya ebidogo igbu mmadụ again. Not mind, because good enough, I'm going Okija. If you're not Okija, we're not Okija. I am even the last person able to Okija, but what they called himself. But not mad call. Oh, no, Okija call. So, onye ga-esi chọọ ka egbuo mmadụ na Okija. Ọ ka egbuo mmadụ n'ebe whether ma onye ahụ onye kọt ma ọ bụrụ onye kọt.
Okay. Actually, can I stay with this issue thing? I know that this thing, I know how I saw you battle with it, right? Yeah. And I know how passionate you are about it. The issue you are developing, which I can take on my head, so that the distribution of illicit drugs across the town and beyond within our local government were based in Okija. So we should note that. And that every effort, even when local leaders in Okija, including yourself as our PJ, including yourself as someone who shares the security of Okija, every time actually intervene to stop this virus may destroy people. And where structural efforts to derail it, which means that the interest is entrenched.
Yeah.
Okay, so we look at that.
The good news, good news is that then, like St. Paul said, then when I was a child, now, then I was trying to deal with the issues as a community leader, as a local community leader, as a local issues. Bad news to those people, so that now we are coming to deal with it as state government.
Solid.
So,
I like the sound of that.
almost the same thing.
I like the sound of that.
So we are now coming as state government.
Yes.
And Imalo governor Anambra State, all the intentional about even on a man Anambra. Not like Mr. Governor told me Anambra the other day. All the good man are also, and he's doing excellently well there. All the good man and other infrastructure around this development, education, all these things. But Mr. Governor said something. All mad gave you Anambra out of those things. And if I gave you Anambra, I don't want to turn sharp over animals I turn into. The reason I remove this. That is why
a human person,
our orientation, our core values must be restored. That is why we are going after the fake leader, no kid. Then they go so wine. Now, you need to give any effort to become rich. Not only the no fabric.
Okay. I will actually that because I want the core message not to be lost. The core message for that today they are serving notice. State government is serving notice. The governor has given a clear mandate with a timeline.
Yeah.
Eliminate this pest. Eliminate it. And then I saw him be there in Okija. One of the centers of drug distribution in the area.
And
court activities. Now in Abahata, Mopano Nabro, the evidence. Mopano Nobo. Now, is that Mr. Governor enabled clear mandate that this house was torn down. So only Abuna will look at the next issue.
Next issue, we're question even before.
Yeah.
And something has been run around the whole thing. That's why I think, okay, we did this, we observed this when we were there as leaders in Igbo and Okija. It boils down to leadership. As I said earlier, I do not blame an average Okija person. As of today, an average Okija person can afford an as an hour of security Okija. They still come to me as an hour of security Okija. So when I try to stay a bit far from that, maka onwe ndị o kwesịrị ịgba ọrụ ha. Onwe etu o kwesịrị isi get to me. Take Agnes Chamber for instance. Agnes Chamber enwere 3 layers. You have Agnes Chamber in every community, owned by that community. The law in such a way that all the community based, you recruit them, the community, it's no longer government, they recruit, send their order. They will recruit, they will know them, the state will only screen, provide success. Now, the management of that outfit will be the community. State only provides monthly subvention to the communities to manage that. That's the first layer. That's the first layer. Second layer is the local government. Each local government will administration by unit in the local government under the management and supervision of the mayor of the local government before it moves to the state. But now, even more issues like Okija made this administrative structure. For me, personally, model must also places, if properly harnessed. In Okija, I will evolve no. And they do over the different border, and they put the places there. I will evolve around a village. Then, above all, Okija will 9 OB areas. Structured government. Then will OB of each OB area. Then will PG of each OB area. Then will Igbo Okija. Will PG Okija. Now, dealing with the challenge. Okay, some of us, before I come to the challenge, so that only one I don't remember miss it. And today, every community, the government of Anambra State has developed a legal structure, portion by portion. Total is saying the issues was down. Idoko ịgba mbọ ịfụ onwe ya azụlite iwu ibe ya. First level bụ n'obodo nke obodo ahụ. Second level bụ na local government. Third level bụ na state. Ndị Okija, ihe a na-agwụ taata bụ na nwanne anyị nwoke bụ dịka a na-agbara izu abụrụzi PGO. Na nwanne anyị nwoke dịka a na-agbara izu abụrụ chief security officer. Ma ọrụ ya bụ ime ihe gọvanọ Anambra steeti aka ịfụ na security outfit edebere na steeti na-ebife gọvanọ aka. Ọ ife abụọ ya. So, and inyeziri community aka ebe ha nweziri nsogbu, ebe ha nwere ife karịsịrị ha. But in the case of Okija, and then as if now hardly exist. Okay, so what I said now, the biggest problem I have with this issue, that the Okija level, that unit, Okija, now subvent, now support here, is not responsive. Yes, in addition to her, because military is about okay. Okay, we PG Okija. Or to them, they couldn't imagine for them. In fact, we were a prominent person in Okija. Before you were common and before one them the first time you have in leadership, other places here now accused the leadership when I had their committee. And far away from the people. In my own case, I was accused of constant meetings. It's not an accused leader. No, constant meetings. Why? Because no one will understand it. Nobody tries to solve the people. But you have to be around with them.
You have a bigger job today. Can your focus? Because you are not on everybody. You are here because of the great work you did.
No, wait, no, even they, no, I'm
Yeah,
talking about
that's
myself.
something highlighter.
Yeah.
You have problem. What is the structural problem they have now?
That's why I'm coming here.
Yes.
But what if I go wrong? No, you be Igbo, no, you be PG. Both at Okija and Obi area. No, we're going to the business. No, we go to Okija and Obi area. We're the wrong. But how much time do you want from the ball now? Because all these things, when there is a factory, for instance, no one will even develop security wise in a community. For ever get the complaint. After the game we fed in here. Those local champions now, every criminality in the area. Abroad in charge, having a free group here on the other. Now, if I had that solved at that minute level, understand that. You will come down to Obi area. If you want Obi of that Obi area, the PG of that Obi area, two of them, ABC from the Obi area in 3 months. No meetings, no nothing. So, how do you function? Upon the leadership, proceeding in the government feedback. We are not saying that they will able on the mega. But not like we said now. This is the local. And the leadership. Now I have the rule and better. He has had it on the ground. How again? What the buy you again? Look at the man and talk about one. I'm a caress. That is a one. But in this case, the fool, everything at the void. No, I'm a room here. Do but I'm a look on room or they charge. Over and then take care responsibility. Only if I never know them, they are but I no. If I'm a nature. So we don't need anyone here. I didn't know so. And I'll in there make a reference to the island here. Chetama, and I've told many communities. And by the way, let me tell you, I'm going to end Okija, not different point. Okija is about the only town in Anambra State. Since Igbo was special advisor in charge of community security, our focus on community security. Yeah. Every other community in Anambra State, now they discuss their issues with us. Except Okija. Wow. We have not met with Okija leadership at any level for once today. They all go for meeting Hamad. Because also have the reason. So can they see can government in the see? Now, take another challenge there. Some other communities where if they have water and this is a function, but people can actually get it. If you're not people that are oh, Sinonia, Mama calls. You get there. People don't have a what evidence? I in charge my judicial system. If we take somebody to the police now, because ndị ba anyị chetakwa na agụrụ eche mba bụ the security outfit they got powers to prosecute. We cannot prosecute anybody. Our assignment is to assist the police and the other federal security agencies. We can arrest, carry out preliminary investigation, and where prima facie case is established, we hand over to the police. First question the police is asking. In addition to that, open a case order who is the complainant. Onye Okija ga-akwa gị o na onye abụ ndị kọọtụ na ha jiri mma gbuwa mmadụ isi. Kedu onye ha gburu isi? So if I get mail because na afa ndụ Ken eme aka ya mkpụrụ onye ahụ jee to polisi sị na onye a gburu mmadụ isi polisi ajụọ m tere onye ha gbuoro isi kedu doctor's report kedu isi one kedu ihe gosiri egbu mmadụ kedu ihe a ga-eji prosecute ya msizie polisi no hapụ onye ọkịda abụ special adviser anyị ga-akwụ ya court anyị ruo na court ka ya jụrụ anyị the same question nsi court no you have to jail the person. Enwere information, yes, enwere ihe bụ whistleblower. That is it. But when whistleblower ga-enyekwa gị information ga-enyere gị aka to get the result.
Okay. Can we just battle guy?
Yes.
Or the clear? Ọ bụrụ na any obodo dị serious about remove crime against, they want a process. How do you do that the crime really exists?
Of course.
And that process with evidence, witnesses. So in Okija, if Anambra state government now go Okija class, oh, no the crime. Ihe mere na Okija, ọ gaghị iwu. A ga-afụ ihe mere mana ka ezi ndị fụrụ ya ọrọzi. Ezi ihe ga-eji wee kwuo okwu ya ọrọzi. Ọzịzi ka ya sị na-enwe conspiracy silent against 45 million.
Exactly.
And ndị Okija, ọ bụrụ na chọrọ ka gọọmenti batanye n'ụlọ aka, unu ga-enyekwa aka na-agba gọọmenti tọọchị ha fụ ife ha ga-ejide aka wee nwee ike ikwu okwu ọbụla dị na Okija.
Yes. To add to that further,
Yes.
ịpụta na Okija, gọọmenti Anambra steeti ekwu mpapụ oge na-ekwu okwu ife ndị Okija na ndị na-eme fake media na fake eze nwanyị. Gọọmenti adịghị anụ religious war. Gọọmenti soro udo asọrọ mmadụ ekpe na ife ọ chọrọ ikpe. Ife okwu ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ ime dibia mee ya n'usoro ndị be anyị si eme dibia. Ndị be anyị bụ usoro ha si eme dibia. Echi ime ọdịnala ma omenala mee ya n'usoro ndị be anyị si eme ya. Echi ịkụ ụka, that's why oge mbụ asị ụlọ nọ ndị ọdịnala ka anyị na-achọ nọ ndị dibia. Na ndị nke ọzọ etirikwa mkpu because na-erukwe afụgokwa na-erukwe n'ụka na-enwekwara those words. Now, ịbata na Okija, enwere highest concentration of ndị na-eklem na ha na-eme dibia. Aka ji ọfọ, so-called aka ji ọfọ arụsị dị na Okija. Ha the total number of arụsị dị na Okija. Total number of aka ji ọfọ arụsị dị na Okija. Self and claim na aka ji ọfọ arụsị dị na Okija. Count the number of villages they went Okija.
Wow.
So which arụsị ka ha bụzi aka ji ọfọ? I'm sorry to be mentioning some of these communities because obodo ọbụla ha na Okija nwere ọtụtụ ndị ezigbo mmadụ. Mana Igbo na-eme ofu isi aka bụkwa mma ote ya na-arụ ndị nke ọzọ. Ndị a n'ụba ha ezike development mara mma. Ị ga-afụ na elu ka ọ na-spring up. Beautiful thing. Now, onye na-arụ ụlọ elu nke a gịnị ka ọ na-eme? Asị ọ na-eme dibia. Onye na-arụ nke a dibia. Onye na-arụ nke a dibia. Onye na-arụ nke a dibia. Ha ji aka ji ọfọ. Oge bụ PG Okija, ejere m ụba ha ezike akpọ ndị ụba ha ezike ebite. Nwa mụ abụ onye Okija etoro na Okija. Aka nnọkwa na Okija. Ụba ha ezike enwere ugwu akpụ na bụrụ. Ọ bụghị ife a na-eprezentị ugwu akpụ n'anya the world ka ugwu akpụ bụ na Okija. Oge mbụ etu anyị si marụ onye bụ aka ji ọfọ ugwu akpụ bụ onye ọbụla bụ ọkpara ụba ha ezike. But today, onye ga-ezu afịa ọbụla afịa awụ ọkọrọ. Ọgba moto nọka 2 days, the third day, o tinye signboard nke ya. Ọ bụghị aka ji ọfọ. Etinye billboard na ịbịa ogbugbu na-enye gị ego. Na ịbịa na this one ga-eme. Iruo n'ugwu n'ụba ha ezike, iji ọfa kedu ihe bụ afọ n'anya. Ha ama na o nwere ndị ama na ha na-arụ dibia afọ n'anya. gịnị bụ dibịa afọ n'anya wayo achọrọ m ka onye wuru bụ ha ezike onye ọkịda ọzọ gwa m na ya arụbeghị dis language na ya na ihe a mere eme exist n'ọkịda na-enwe ndị bụ dibịa afọ n'anya n'ebe na-eme n'obodo ndị ọzọ adịghị eme n'ọkịda onye awa na-eme afọ n'anya ma ọ na-eme nke ịghọrọ ụmụazị ma ọ iji dibịa eme ife ọjọọ kwa arụsị obodo ndị ọzọ if you come to my office now I will show you files obodo ndị ọzọ ga-ejiri akafa dee leta dee complaint ha in writing signed by leadership ogbe ahụ na onye a na ife ọ na-eme n'ogbe a hapụrụ gọọmenti ụlọ bịa cheki ya bịa nyeta onye aka nwere fon Okija will not do that o nwere ego eme ya na Okija ịchọba ndị nke Okija achọba ndị be anyị ga-eme na ime nwụtara ijesi ya na kọna dị iche iche na Okija ụfọdụ ndị Okija anyị nọ in diaspora nwere ndị ke amụtara ụlọ sisi wee ebe eme ha mụta ụlọ kịta ma akpọrọ ya afa na họteelụ dị na Okija otie egwu eju onwe họteelụ dị ebe ahụ kere ebe eketa na ezi ya họteelụ ọ bụrụ ya full place hotel ọ dị na certain areas n'ime Okija fully air condition power na-arụ ọrụ day and night kedu ndị na-eketa na ezi hotel ọ ndị mama anyị nọ n'ụlọ ọ ndị papa anyị nọ n'ụlọ ka ụmụnne anyị ndị a nọ n'Okija ebe biznes ọ ha na-eketa na ezi hotels ha ụdị onye Okija ya dị ịpụta n'Okija oge anyị na ya na-ekwu na adịghị oge anyị adị na-ekwu na nwere ihe anyị na-eme iche ndị ọzọ na-eweta ndị Okija for program anyị nwa Okija bụ ndị izi abịa ka introduce ụfọdụ ihe na-eme na ọtụtụ ebe na ala Igbo taa akara ibido eso na-eme n'Okija anyị bịara fụ na ndị na-agba ọkada n'Okija ama amara ebe ha si dị ega anyị bido oge awa ka e nwee identification onye ọma ya gba ọkada n'Okija of course because na ọtụtụ mechin nọ n'Okija as at then bụkwa ndị dibịa afọ n'anya na-ego mechin na-ebi ndị ya gbara ya mana na onwe ndị ọzọ onwe ndị ka na-agba ọkada n'Okija a na-akpọ tawa so achọrọ m ka onye Okija jụọ onwe ya some of this abụrụ mụ ya na-akọwa ihe omeinuzi ha fụzie ndị Okija ndị ọzọ ma ndị na-agba ha jụọ ha gịnị bụ tawa ndị na-agba tawa ndị ọkada a na-akpọ ndị tawa gịnị ka ha bụ gịnị bụ ọrụ ha so of course ndị na-agbakọta ndị nke ka nsi mmadụ gara anọ m na be my father Michael Emankere a friend of mine na-abịa from outside ihe ala to visit me ọ batara Anambra abata lecture si ya ebe ọbụla ọ na-eke ọ kwụsị na Okija junction ya bụ onye ọkada na ya na-edebe eke enyemaka ya ọ chọrọ ya kwụsị just ọ na-aga ebe ọbụla ọ chọrọ ya kwụsị eventually na behold onye akwụsị na St. Anthony's which is na-azụbe mwazi so automatically mụ na anyị ga-eme na agiri na onye ọkada ọbụla akwụsị na St. Anthony si ya na-edebe eke enyemaka ya nọmba 1 ụlọ onye ọkada amara afọ ọkpọrọ nọmba 2 na ọghọtaghị omi nọmba 3 na ọ dị ala Igbo nsisi nye ya fon ya ma adị aghọta elu mụ adị aghọta nke oge njụgbazie eze ọ bụ ụmụ ụfọdụ na-agba ọkada na Okija sigasị different parts na nwere ndebasị ụfọdụ n'ime nwere eme ha ebe ha bi ha pụta ụtụtụ ihe pụta ụtụtụ efu ha na Okija nọ na-agba ọkada ịmara ebe ọ na-ala ịmara ebe o si abịa ịmara ebe ọ na-anọ n'echichi good news is that with ihe na-emegasị ebe ndị ọzọ kịta mgbe a emere protest mee demonstration oge anyị stọpụ anyị maka anyị na-eme ya atọ Okija na gọọmenti Anambra State is coming with this program where a ga-enwe database onye ọma na-agba ọkada na Anambra State security database onye ọma na-agba ọkada na Anambra State must be identified that year everything profile ya niile by that year everything will be intact. identification that ebe ọbụla afọ ya a ga-ama na ọka nọ n'Anambra steeti so that onwe onye si outside Anambra bata a ga-ama na ọbata obodo ọbụla enwee record of ndị na-agba ọkada be ha onye si Okija na-agba ọkada si Okija jee uli ọ ga-arịkọ ndị uli ga-ama na o nwere esi ọkada Okija bata beta at least na o nwere batara be ha na ọpụpa ga ha aga n'ọnụ.
Great. So now I think we have touched on about 5 or so of the issues. One was definitely good because we've spoken a lot. And Governor will keep getting back. This one is okay. The one I have yeah. The person say I wear in type. Governor when they were Governor want to see. Advisor some questions. Some questions I want to see. Advisor questions.
Well, unless we was your first ndị anyị chetara ndị nke a bụ the main issue. Somebody by way of ndụmọdụ anyị nọ maka ihe anyị ga-eme ife eji gbuo obodo ọbụla ka ha jiri aka ha rekrutuo ndị agụ na-eche mba nketa bụ na obodo ọbụla kwesịrị ịma ka mmafa dị. Agwa m ndị Okija several na-achọkwa irepiti gwa ndị Okija ife a na-ekwu na-adọrọ mma be anyị oge mbụ ugwu na ọ dọrọ mma mmadụ iwere uru nwụrụ n'akpa wee jebe ịkụ ọka. Two things. Akpa ahụ ebe o tinyere uru ebe aka ọka ya dị so uru ga na-ata ọka bifo ogosi ọka ya nwe ezu ezu. Secondly, uru amarago ụzọ ebe ọrụ ya dị o mesịrị ya edechighị ije ata ọka but ọ bụrụ ya worst case ọ bụrụ this one ndị anyị na-ekwu mbụ na ọ dọrọ mma nke a ka nyere aka because chance is that uru anọ n'akpa gị tabata ọka na ọ ma atasị ha ncha bifo iruo n'ọrụ so ụfọdụ ga-afọrọ ya ga-akụnye n'ọrụ. Again, ịkụchakwa oge uru ga-echigata ebe ete ya enwekwara chance na ọ ma atacha ha ncha ị ga-enweta fiu n'ezie ebe ndị be anyị nọ kịta ndị ọka ga na-agwa ndị Okija ọ bụ na ya sọrọ ya ere nsogbu ndị be anyị ndị Okija kpọziri uru si abịa uru abịa ndị Okija wee jụọ ọ bụghị ma ebe ahụ ọrụ ndị na-akara ọsị ya yes uru ka ọ na-abụ ọsị uru ya chọrọ ịkwụ ọka n'ọrụ ya ma biko gị na ọka bịa n'ọrụ a ka ịkụ ọrụ n'ọka. So ndị Okija progress go from ịnwe ururu na-akpadowe ịkụ ọka ruzie to the point na ha chizi ururu ọka eji ekwe ọrụ. If you go one n'uru onwe si esibeghị jebezie n'ọrụ o esibeghị chiri ọka n'ala onwe. Ndị Okija my question bụ how come unu nwere agụ na-eche mba in the town and then all these court issues na the town or the persistent? How come? Achọrọ m ịba n'akụkọ ndị na-eji ebela nwaanyị na-eji ekwu nke ndị na-ebela ha bụ ma ọ bụrụ onwe ndị asị na-eji ebela ndị mmadụ na ịchọ ịkpọga mmadụ court or anywhere na-akpọje before the security agencies ị ga-adị sure na ịmanyị na ya bụ anansi amanyị na outside that. But the document was wrong. Actually, maybe I'm talking in black and white. Only because always some people who are not here before, no as it is you. Only again to come there and something. When they check out, no kid check out. No, but one way there is asking, no, but I'm a cambo no Okija. Now, as special advisor, now I'm going every time complain, it is a little bit of come with it. So ndị Okija ana m abụ na onwe ihe na-eme na nke unu chọrọ ịgwụ mgbazi ụlọ ya kịta anyị ezi unu obere oge unu emere ya anyị ejiri aka anyị bịa mee ya. Agụ na-eche ndị Okija taa ndekọ ọfụma ndị Okija repeat a na-enu na ya na-agwa unu agụ na-eche mba your town be made up of members of court and ọ bụrụ one group. Ọ bụrụ enwe two groups na-enye nsogbu na court this thing na Anambra State ebe ọbụla ha the two nwechara members ha ị na-agụ na Chamber of Okija. So na fuge kwuru ụmụ Okija chiri ọka chi uru si eje kpọrọ na yo leadership Okija. Achọrọ m ka ọ dị because tomorrow ndị be anyị na-eji ife ọbụla eme local politics. I've seen refer to oge mbụ oge m kpọtụrụ ụfọdụ ndị Okija ha agencies over afụnanya issue of drugs, issue of cultism. Ụfọdụ ndị Okija prominent Okija for that matter je kwalite ndị gọọmenti there. Yes, no local politics ka ndị efrem ndị ahụ. Achọrọ ụmụ fe ha ebe jiri na aka ụnụ kpọpụta ndị ụmụ ụnụ na ụmụnne ụnụ nọ na kọọtụ nọ n'ime Agụna Chamber of Okija. Because o nwere ka ha ga-esi anọdụ ndị a ụmụ nwa bụ Okija ewu iwu sekuriti na-arụwa ọrụ kọt sekuriti na-asọpụ ndị drugs. Anyị enwe records where members of the security outfit in that town now go in the drugs. Now returns. I will go intel, I gather all these things, but like I said, with due respect in Okija, here there's a book happy essay. No, Maki, no, we're not Okija. Maybe no, how can you no, okay, watch it continue as easy. No, now, no, continue, no, I can't believe it. Oh, and I'm bad at election. No, now, how can I group watch or no, you can talk it. Jiri na akụ gọọmenti Anambra gọvanọ nyere this mandate with deadline na issue of cult, drugs, and even must end. And because no one on news for now, I did be on a bone. And check out the free house in the way of Homeland Security law, I do grow and talk it before. Boys knows in their own non-circulation. The top one na law Anambra State. Homeland Security law 2025 na property ọbụla anọ na manufacture, sell or use of illicit drugs shall be forfeited to the government. Property ọbụla anọ ya were na-arụ arụ na-ele na-ekesa ma ọ na-aṅụ any of these illicit drugs anywhere in Anambra State, that property and we will the government Anambra. It's only a matter of time. The vice na na-asụ nsụ ga-eji ọnụ ya kwa afa nna ya not time to take it.
Agụna Chamber, I think that I'll give you a little few minutes. Yeah, I'll take your water. Big advice.
I go. I'm not with you.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
I'm here with you
Thank
in
you.
this mission.
Thank you.
I will turn it more of a mission for solutions
Thank you.
rather than questions. Because questions regarding crime and criminality, I think you well touched in your earlier commentary. Some questions to you on it. One says, are we winning the war on youth crime? Give us current assessments. A lot of your assessment here comes on emerging problems. Do you think you have a solution?
Yes, that's why I'm making the question. That question there from the local news agency. Yeah. The local news agency I'm making on for their continuous support and engagement. The question, Uma, if we are winning the war on youth crimes. The answer is yes. Though we may not have gotten to the destination, but we are no longer where we used to be. That's the summary of it. Because today, to the credit of Mr. Butler, before this time, he paid the social media platform. He got phone the youth Anambra about advertise this, that, Yahoo this, Okija this, that, youth are in Ghana. Today it's no longer fashionable. Before now, they put out phone the youth across the state. Only Igbo, saying they are street. When you can say they are HK, whatever that means. Today, youth in Anambra, the majority of our youth now was simple. They engage in meaningful skills. So, are we winning the war? Yes. Is it rule yet? No. We are still progressing, it is still work in progress.
Since we are focusing on Okija in this very interview, I believe you agree with me that it's very necessary for synergy between Okija Traditional Leadership Council and institutions. Do you support that, and how do you think that can be possible in order to strengthen the security?
Of course. Oh yeah, it's a government a preach. But you get me do na the other session. And I complain no Okija. They as if no on a party with that. Name where that's void. So must be synergy between the traditional institution, the community development wing of the town, and the security. Oh yeah, reason the government of Anambra State, through the Homeland Security Law, you were able to take the initiative of now chamber in every town. You were down at the finance management, security management, and finance committee of that security. As patron, with the PG of the town as in charge of the operations.
Has it been going on in Okija?
Well, I wouldn't know. I am central advisor, Anambra State Community Security. And the list I have in my office, the list I have in my office shows that we have this structure in Okija. The list available in government file shows that this structure is in existence in Okija. That we have security Okija organization by security management and finance committee.
You don't know if they're functional?
Well, as I say, I am central advisor. It's for Okija people to tell me whether it is functional or not. There's a committee of this nature in Okija, with which the mayor of the local government, in line with the law, inaugurated. So, all to tell you, not if I was thinking, your question, that question, even if I can government envisage with man or the importance that both the traditional institution and the community development association or body should get involved in security, the security affairs of the town. So is it already?
Talking about having a chamber, we also have Udogashi that you not mentioned once. Sometime last week in Okija, we had a voice note in the Udogashi lamenting that they have not been paid. I know you are way higher up, than that level. What's going wrong from your insecurity perspective? How does that undermine the efforts? Okija, yeah.
Okay. So let me start by explaining this confusion then when you know about the Udogashi.
Sure.
That's why I watch it. Now, Udogashi abroad security outfit in Anambra. Udogashi is an operational name, operational code. It's like a joint task force, joint security task force. When you say Udogashi or when you mention Udogashi, you are talking of joint security task force in the town. Udogashi comprises of the police, the army, navy, civil defense, DSS, then Agulai Chamber. Agulai Chamber is the Anambra State security outfit.
So would the person may have meant Agulai Chamber instead of
Yes.
so it's not
whenever you talk of, we don't discuss that because we are part of it. People forget that when you say, oh, Udogashi Nelefa, you are talking because the leader of Udogashi actually in Anambra is not me. It's not my office. The leader of Udogashi in Anambra State is the commissioner of police. Anambra State. All right? He is the head of the security agencies in Anambra State in terms of internal security. Now, if anyone Chamber, I'm just hearing it now. Nandi Okija. So, okay, Madam, if I have Chamber, although Chamber is a member of Udogachi, that's why in our bed you still see Udogachi, the Chamber.
Are they being paid by the state or the town?
No, the towns, the responsible states in any towns, because natural family here, state in any towns subvention monthly. State pays some money to the towns. So the towns is easier to run. But I have to I'm not talking because I haven't received any complaint from Okija. But then go some towns in other states, I receive complaints. And my office is working with the office at general of the state.
Yeah.
Because we are paying communities. We are able to complain. Now, despite this subvention now at the town, now animal challenges in terms of
Can I show you?
for this system.
So,
We haven't gotten any such report. So I'm not starting the level of it. We are yet
to know that he needs
because then the channel of communication. And we're chairman of the organization and the community, and we're the head of operations, who is PG of the town. Communication.
The question came in here.
And the Igbo is the patron. So Igbo may be right. Or not, we are not wrong. You draw attention to it.
This is, have you deliberated on the Fulani incursions into our communities in Okija? In the case study that we have now.
What if the question is about Okija? I can tell us for free that except where it has to do with what I mentioned earlier about people from trade backgrounds coming to do Okada and these things in our place. As at today, I have a moral issue of or complaint of any Fulani incursion in any part of Okija and by extension, it has a local government. Be that as it may, the Agone Chamber State, the Joint Security Task Force, that's the Udogachi, involving the Navy, the Civil Defense, all this thing. Then we have this program, which the city of the state is championing, that our bushes and forests and our waterways is being is under serious surveillance.
Another question from a local news agency here says, do stakeholders understand the need to invest in security?
As it concerns Okija.
Yes, that's the case in point.
Well, for me, it will be a yes and no answer. Yes, in the sense that, because I was there, don't forget.
Yeah, sure.
And I'll keep making reference to that. I cannot, in good conscience, sit down here to say, no, stakeholders are Okija. They don't bother. No. During my days, stakeholders are Okija. Merife, over town was a Anambra State. Stakeholders are Okija. So, now, the stakeholders are the lazy officer. Then it calls for looking inwards. Do you understand? So that's why I say it's a yes and no answer. But for me, it's more of a yes answer that they are our stakeholders get involved, they understand it, and they contribute. So the opposite and they in charge because no Okija, an average Okija person there, at the age of at the around the security Okija. So someone and they be in charge day-to-day running of security Okija and they be involved. And the stakeholders are the busy behind them. And when we talk about stakeholders, I've been happy. Now, tonight, now, the two people they host the program, we just stakeholders participate heavy. Before. So, I'll still take it back to you. All stakeholders before. Agua is to participate. So, he will host now. And that I want to participate. So I want to stakeholders working at the I naturally has been one of how getting the responsibility.
when you were on with us as the leader, things was what we call the jolly good days. Then you participated heavily also in ensuring or bringing about their transition to a new, what we consider to be PG.
Yes.
Then things went down south. Do you agree with that assessment?
What? Oh, no, okay, I'm telling you. Being on your kid, how many members of the executive? Mano, we're facing back. Manama Ogu had it in several times. But what's the point? Mama Ogu had it. Because onye ọbụla nọ n'ụwa na-ekpe ekpere ọmụta nwa ka nwa ya kere. Onye na-ekpe ekpere ka ya karịa nwa ya. Onye a na-ekpe ekpere ọmụta nwa ka nwa ya karịa ya. So my expectation, when an administration bịara after me, ga-enwe ike improve n'ebe na administration mere ọfụma. Then nwee ike make amends, take their corrections, move further. So, but mmadụ adịghị ede n'onwe ya akwụkwọ. My wish when I'm one mụtara aka, ndị ọkịga ka ọ dịzie ịma because oge ga mkpapụ anyị including Nigeria na gọọmenti. Ndị be anyị akwa adịghị adị mma n'afọ ebe a nọ gochie. During my time, o nwekwara ndị film na adịghị eme ọfụma. Now, just like in Nigeria today, President Obama batara ndị mmadụ etibe mkpu na hadibi nnọọ onye nke mpụrụ apụ. Anyị bido n'isi onye nke pụrụ apụ. Ma mgbe onye nke anyị ga na-egbu kọfị na-eprotest against the person. But good enough, one good thing is that ọ bụrụ na o nwere ebe adịghị emebere ọfụma na the isi. Another opportunity a president government before us. Being on Okija, and I know the records, Okija is due to have another time election in the next few months. So it's an opportunity for Okija to review. It's supposed to be a referendum for Okija to review where we are coming from, where we are, and where we are headed.
The sixth incoming new executive is also headed by somebody who lives in Lagos, Nigeria. With your analysis here,
The incoming.
Yes.
Incoming.
The presumed incoming.
No. There's something like presumed incoming. They're going to have an election.
There's a lead candidate already.
No.
Yeah.
I can't call for nominations.
Right?
There's no nomination yet. Okay? The only thing in the Okija may go to the best of my knowledge. But Okija, I told the government, remind the government now, tenure of our executive is coming to an end. Okija has for this, go some dates. So government is here to give response to the best of my knowledge. So as of today, I'm going to the election. It wasn't anything like any predetermined candidate or election. So it wasn't like incoming already, it wasn't everything coming. Okay. So, and this time around, Emma, I will give one thing to the opinion. That's last election, but one the first and the last. Why they say not the first and the last? Okay, they win. Time union not together without factions before this. Hope you don't know my term. That is the administration. For the first time, only now that election, and now, Okija got advanced from that. This time, different guy that and I'm because I still growing up. I'm not speaking now as special advisor governor because as special advisor governor, issue of election in the community and one of business in my office. Now, advice in Okija. I'm very familiar against the shock I won at the time. No one actually will PG Okija. Let's say the secretary general, let's say we call much Okija. Get president to me on Okija. Right? So Okija, stage I am Okija, stage actually even cover Okija. Even though areas. Actually even cover. Now if I was time union or I do tradition. If I was time union. Actually will PG area, actually the secretary area. And all positions will be able to should be able to present to me to India Why he have his vision and his mission?
Must he be a member of the town union? Who serve?
Must he be a member of town union?
Yeah.
Well, for me, I'm not one. Let's use Okija really now. When Okija supposedly be a member of the town union.
By the fact that is from Okija.
Yes, supposedly. Because in every town to a constitution, including Okija, he is only not open to every indigenous and non-indigenous of Okija. That I'm not.
But one has to take a step to register its membership.
Well, I'm not on how far Okija can go to that. Like I said, if I'm not on my this executive, how can that go? Because if I or go before, even before Okija, this one, right? So you have the first time. Now, like the working governor of Anambra State, he's putting up a bill before the House of Assembly. Because even in the end, when I town as a member of associations, or voluntary associations. So now, God willing, and the bill passes through the House of Assembly, we are going to have a town union as a town union community union development whatever, as a fourth tier of government in Anambra. So it's going with its own powers and revenue. So that's what the government is doing. So but for Okija now, I in charge the community. I will advise the leadership of Okija, and I'm calling on them, the Igbo, the Okija should have as many town hall meetings as possible, right? To discuss, deliberate on all these things. And I agree on a number of issues to make sure I can win election can be seamless then that I can win executive gain the Okija of our day.
Thank you very much for the opportunity of asking you these questions. I call on my big boss. There's been a lot of comments online. So many things flowing. So what I think we will do as a platform, this is our first go at it, you know. So this is our first go. And we apologize to our people who, when we started late, we apologize to both to you, because you were early. You came in here 10 minutes for 7:45, and we apologize. And we assure our people that this is going to get better. That will please. I this Indonesia and the colors, lights, everything. I hope that the sound is good and people heard us well. So I will improve. They assure the governor of Anambra State that my Igbo river or an organ. And I may reach about 66 countries where our people are, and we hope that more people will be encouraged. There were other issues like this in Jiba and I committed. So we thank you for the opportunity. And so I had the reason with that we will develop this thing and make it available, cut them into small portions, aggregate the views, make them available to you, and also make them available online. Because you spent more than 2 hours. This was supposed to be 90 minutes. You've done. I mean, you have always been a man of the mic.
But I think depending on your program, I think we'll take a few questions.
Yes.
I'll call in.
Questions are so we can now take.
If you can open the line for
Yes.
them to
So
come.
open the line. So when you come well the stamina to ask more questions, because we have the comments are just not questions. There's so many
Comments
comments.
is a different thing. But also on the questions, and that's it.
Yeah, very positive comments. People are.
Open on the questions, and they pass them the SM. We
Yeah,
can take it
so
while we're
let's have
waiting for callers.
Let's take questions. Then there's something that I think that we are talking about yesterday. Because state police is coming, right? And the president, I think I can hear news about national assembly going around the stuff of our state police. And there's also the conversation about these local laws that were made, other state laws and things. But we'll process, not only, in advocating and delivery of doing, they want to process essential things into civil curriculum in our schools.
Well, this is an idea. For me, it's an idea. And that's one of the essence of this uh, sessions,
Yeah.
interactions. We'll take the back about governor and the people in charge in that area. That in terms of the Homeland Security law, the copies have been made available to individuals. Where is the pages they all have? Okay, so that each of these groups and the power blocks will understand their role in the policing of their communities.
Let me ask you, what do you think is, the question will come in two pillars, right? What's your high point, this experience of trying to organize security, homeland security for a livable space in another state?
Yeah, for me, the high point is I get regulated, I get excited seeing communities that hitherto were abandoned, seeing people returning to their homes, right? Before Mr. Governor, before his assumption of office as governor, about were no-go areas. Okay? It gives me joy to have that privilege, being a part of Mr. Governor's team, seeing these things becoming very positive. Communities that were disappeared. And let me tell you, which is the most important aspect of, because for the first time in Nigeria, I'm happy that Mr. President, it would be wrong of me to say that Mr. President or the federal government is copying Anambra. You know, the trend, what you used to have in states would be special advisor security, commissioner homeland, national security advisor. But Soludo, knowing the peculiar nature of that security is local. For the first time, he introduced the office of special advisor community security. Essentially mobilizing communities
To secure this.
for communities to take ownership of their security. And that's been working for us. There are communities in the state where, with their collaboration with Mr. Governor, their communities were rescued, taken back, without necessarily firing gunshots there.
Fantastic.
Because, like with the Okija experience, the insecurity in Okija was fought and won by the Okija working with government. And that is the model that is working in Anambra today. Okay? That's the model.
I remember the historic meeting that took place.
Yes. So, and that is the model that Mr. Governor has introduced in Anambra and is working magic in many communities. Because once the community member says enough, this cannot happen, no longer happen in our community, it won't happen again.
Now, what is the low point for you? You see, after you tell me a low point, I'm also going to pitch for you. What is pay of people? Some community people, members, Anambra State people who think that, okay, is there an excess here or there? Right? So, what's your low point? What is it that sometimes you say, okay, my God, I shouldn't have been dealing with this one?
No. The only thing I have is my low point, as far as I'm concerned, is whenever there is anything like bad news against any Anambra person. Okay? If there's anything I don't like to hear, and that is my low point, is if there's any kidnapping incident anywhere in Anambra, if there's anything against the Anambra. Right? My excitement, and that is the excitement of Mr. Governor. And we thank God that we are improving. We have gone from initially they were having issues every day in Anambra. Mr. Governor came into the Homeland Security law, brought in all these initiatives. Things began to grow. People began to witness, oh, from one day, we witnessed 1 week of no bad news, 1 month of no bad news, 2 months of no bad news, 3 months of no bad news, 6 months of no bad news. And this, when you see this government, you will see how happy it is when this is out. So that's my own moment when
When
there's
there's a disruption.
disruption.
Now, has that been, because I sometimes you feel some, there are instances, how has human rights, how has processes been built? And there are cases where people feel that, okay, right, okay, I have some rights and I'm running over it. You have something to say?
Yeah, sure. And just I would like to point out something to you. There was something I told you about those days. I'm back there, I think the man no one on the enemy yes. But that before the trend today, a particular group will be clapping for me. This group will be crying. Next week or 2 days after, the group that we are crying will be clapping. The other ones will be complaining. What am I trying to say? Crying. Like I said, there's this chair. Take the work in Anambra against who we began with. Mr. Goma was saying to them that, Okija, because only four. Do not forget, he's the chief secretary of information be available to him, I brought any other president of Anambra State. Okay, secretary-wise. And this governor, on the street, telephone number, Governor Soludo one, from the time, okay, Maria, before that time, from Ogo's CBN governor, Kawaka Igbo today. So if people want access to him by the state. So now, all those things are definitely done. Now, looking at the whole thing, what the Homeland Security Law did for all of us is to make sure that people who will security the state. It's not notwithstanding. He did the Okija. Ndị otufa, ndị na-patronize ha, like ka e wee preserve or hapụ abuse human rights. Ụmụ onye nke anyị ga-ebi ya, pọtụ afọ ubi ya, pọtụ oke ite agba, bụcha photograph ndị mmadụ n'ime over 1,000 pots. Photographs ụmụ nwoke ụmụ nwanyị dị n'ime ya. But we cannot show those photographs. Yes, yeah. Now, what are you going to someone photograph you there. Public camera on a photograph you there. Now, my dear, when I photograph you there. Okay, just somewhere come up on. They could define another one. Because on the nature that tomorrow night we do up a photograph. So, when I try to preempt, so that obviously you will there, obviously on they criticize them. Okay, I get ndị na-enwere business to oke ite na na-akụrụ ha. Now, anyị ejego to ndị fake pastors, ndị fake miracle na ndị prophets. Ndị otu ha were go iwu. So, but I can assure you that only one thing Mr. Governor has found at. Mr. Governor, why every now and then, if I go to the chamber or go to the chamber of Anambra, is to help protect lives and properties of Indian number, not the house of the number. So, yes, I am not denying the fact. Then they went, he choose pockets of abuses here and there. All right?
Yeah, so how do you deal with it?
Of course, I am an internal mechanism. When some of our men, first thing we do is when we receive such complaints, even my videos, them and they said right online, we investigate it. First and foremost, I am rendered involved. I am rendered involved. They face our disciplinary committees. Now, if they are found wanting, they will face disciplinary measures. Some have been expelled. Some are being prosecuted, some are still being investigated. So we arrest them, those that need to be arrested, we arrest them and hand them over to the police.
So there are clear records documented.
Exactly.
Records of
We have it.
of finding these abuses and dealing with them.
Exactly.
And
And most importantly, members of the public who were involved with those things can testify to the fact that something was done.
Okay,
To their
so
satisfaction.
is there a practice to report on it as an official protocol to report on it? Or is this something that you think that in future should be made part of the protocol?
No, we did it. We did it. Even as a person, because of the charge of Mr. Governor, I had to, even as a person, without relying on other systems we have, I had to put out my private telephone and mandate members of the public and challenge them. Call me even and report to me. You take something. There is a call center in Anambra State. We have call center in Anambra State. 511. Call 511 and you get place your complaint. And you see us do something.
Well, the beautiful thing is again that most of the local in the communities, the organization members are from the communities. In the urban areas, what's the practice?
But this urban area in Anambra State is a town. Onitsha is a community. Okay? Nnewi is a community. So what we have is, we have the organization in those towns. Then because of their size, okay, and the activities, the state now will have rapid response units in those areas. Like in Ahab, basically almost in every local government, some local governments will might be where we have, rather than waiting for distress calls coming, for instance, from Okija, and we'll have our men to move from Okija to Okija to answer this call. So we have a station, a base in Ahab local government, okay, which happens to be in Okija anyway. So from there, they are to serve the other local government.
Okay, so there you have some operational units.
Yes,
That are not specific
for the towns.
on the
These are
town.
from
The state is able to inside
in those areas. We have them in most of these places. So that with any distress call, so our response time
includes because of that.
because of
Okay, what's the interface between the regular government forces and yourselves? How does it cancel the challenges what I mentioned?
No. You see, good enough.
And let me tell you why I'm even asking this. If you drive across the state, sometimes you see roadblocks, maybe some mountain painting roadblocks by police, and then maybe you see other people who are dressed differently, maybe the ambulance blast. So
You see,
how do you deal with that?
you see, oh, something be like that. Anybody not be quick to complain about roadblocks.
Yeah.
That I need to tell and people want it. Some of these things can never say, oh, security, how they discuss it. Well, why they for security of the communities.
Yeah.
Criminals are in a certain things, but members of the communities.
Yes.
And the correct woman near criminal, who go up now or criminal, I don't know how I say one of the fastest means of each crime in the community, in an environment. Criminals, name it, have their action. Ego ga-agbaru moto ma ọ bụ cycle pụta ma ọ nọ na keke ọnụahịa ka o nwee break even for 2 seconds. But anything could happen. So ha na-have quality like if I say one apple, traffic building up, then there should be slight traffic in some areas. Okay? Oh, some areas, some areas, with police coming. In some areas, all deliberate. And we pay here. Now, coming to the issue of the relationship, it will bring me to one. It can, in a special way, instead of police. No, now. You see, before now, even before he came, I'm a pussy Kenneth will remain indebted to the Commissioner of Police in Anambra, CP Olutu, and his team. You see, this EP came. He's once he, I think he's an expert in community policing. So he came, unlike what used to happen in some other areas before now. You see where police or some federal security agencies will be treating the what they call local vigilante and those things as if they does not matter. But here in Anambra, my experience, especially with Urutigi in place as Commissioner of Police, he took us in and encouraged us to be part of them. Okay? He made us to realize our values. So he made us to understand the gains of working together. And we now see ourselves, see our leaders, see ourselves as those who are actually serving as foot soldiers for the police. Because we belong to the grassroots. Okay? We are from Anambra. We are members of the police. So we serve as their eyes, their ears on the ground. Okay? So the military in the states, the Navy, the DSS, fantastic. So I can tell you for sure that we have the perfect collaboration.
There is across, like across the Southeast, there are states where they have counterparts, police, in other states. Is there some, because crime crosses borders?
Yes.
What kind of interface? For example, if you look at the Southeastern states that have these organizations, how do they relate with you? And then if you look at states that ordinarily don't have similar structure, can I say differential? Is there a difference, between our neighbors who are not of Southeast and the Southeast neighbors? Is there a difference, or is it the same thing?
Well, I'm not in a position to know what works for anybody there. Yeah. But in terms of collaboration in the Southeast, we have this one. And don't forget, the moment you have the federal security agencies, okay, that are keen in working for the people, all right, and they take in the state security or the local security outfit, working together, working in synergy with them, it makes it a lot easier working across borders. Because for instance, now, if I have need, if you have need to get at somebody in a state, I do not need to stress myself now, okay, looking for my colleague there directly, looking for special advice. When I have the Commissioner of Police here, when I have the State Director of DSS here, all right, when I have the Army Commander here, the person of phone call, all right, he quickly interfaces with his colleague there, and our governors are wonderful. Okay, the Southeast governors, I think I have seen our governors before. Let me not judge them, but these ones, I can tell you, they have been working as brothers. They've been working as members of one family. So it's seamless. It's easier for anyone to assist us or us to assist them or others to assist him. So that's why you see the whole thing improving day by day in the Southeast.
Okay, great. So I want to thank you. Okija, the guy, I'm on Okija, baby is not as perfect. But it can't be the middle but if I guarantee I get improve this thing. So that when we wake up, a lot of you will make contacts, phone calls, things like that. We'll correct it. One time, if I was like on our line, I get improved there. Then, of course, across Anambra State, this is something we want to try. We're starting and we appreciate the special advisor in the platform. And I identify it everywhere. You can improve the standard. When I find that better of can I provide available to you? And I clicking again, special advisor for recognizing my value, right? As in people do that. And I'm I know that this sector. not to bring in this factor of it is the community I think my way killing what's going on and talk to you. I can hear you. So we're closing comment that you would like to make, then please.
Okay, let me begin by thanking the Igbo people. We can Igbo people of more. But this is our own. Okay? Then, Nekene, the local news agency. Nekene, the founder of the Manager. Nekene, the Honorable Commissioner for Information and the management of ABS. Okay? And all other social media platforms and the other platforms that are part of this program. Nekene, the Anambra in India, and the Anambra also. And we are showing the Anambra. This is not just about Okija. Okay? It is going to be for the entire Anambra. We are doing the 179 communities one after the other. Okay? Before the end of today, we will tell you the next community. And hopefully, the next community may be here tomorrow. Okay? And in all, my boss, my principal, the governor of Anambra State, Orakwe, who made it possible, who gave us the platform. We are here representing him. We are here because North are over here. Okay? And there's something I have to tell people. Inye mmadụ ọrụ, almost all those only get onye ga ọrụ. We need the free hands to do your job. I'm very clear. It gives you the enabling environment. It gives you the tools you need to do very well. So that he fell, the Muslim not going to fail. So I'm making the entire solution team for their support and encouragement. Making everybody, deputy governor, SSG, chief of staff, wonderful team. So I'm making Anambra for your continued support. Because not the Anambra, over anything in this administration, all these things the administration are achieved security-wise on the Anambra and the near possible. Because the category is good before Anambra. Okay, but they are now told you information to security agencies. But I can tell you, the Anambra now inundate time with information. I think because I have from a finding lady I work, I have a result. And what I show Anambra, I continue to improve. And I actually need this single opportunity. Well, I apologize, but because I have the perfect. Now I am the Anambra, because I didn't I. Everyone I am there, I off my. Because I didn't I. Come out, feel on the shore. When I am towards constructive criticism. If all my are there more for me, why I will improve, I will try to take your correction. I have no angels, I have no perfect human beings. Mother Kaebu. Okay? So I know so far so good. Only nine information. Only a fair person. I know you can continue to information. And like Mr. Governor, talk about mantra. If you see something, please say something. And we assure you that once you say something, we will do something.
Wow. Mr. Governor, I think the way I will tell you. Wakita was all that. Okay, all that. They come by your salary. Then the other bastard I can do. Okija, 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 watch. Half of Zaka to 1 of 2 of Igbo. I see.
Biko ka nkele ụfọdụ ka nkelekwa Igwe Okija. Because Okija ka anyị fụ maka ha tata. A na-ekele Igwe Okija. His Royal Majesty Igwe Nnamdi Okezie. Igwe birikwa na-ekele PG Okija. Merchant Ezebona Mma. PG ndewo. Na-ekele ndị obi ndị Okija na anyị n'obi areas enwe. The PGs. The entire leadership of Okija. Na-ekele woman leader, woman PG ndị Okija. Na-ekele the youth president 001 ndị youth Okija. Na-ekele onye ọbụla bụ onye Okija. na-ekene nwa di ya na mbụ ọkụ dị ifade bụ ihe osu anyị na-ekene agụ ọha nna m ochie so today I be privileged nọ nna m ochie na nwa di ya ndị osu na-asị Okija bikwe God bless Anambra State. God bless the
God bless you too. God bless you.